Alrighty, welcome back, wonderful tome readers, for what is likely going to be the final stream. There are only a handful of days left, and last you've been honestly a little on the quick side, and also wrapping up storylines for some of our regulars. And the very, very last day is going to have like a 2 week gap between it and the previous day. And it's likely going to be like the post story, what everyone's up to now type thing, which will be exciting. From what I've seen so far, I think we've gotten good endings for the endings that we have gotten so far, which was Gala the werewolf coming in, and we finally correctly got the drink to help combat his fury, especially from the recent newspapers we saw, where the generic medicine meant to treat fury just was not working as intended. In fact, there's some kind of like big controversy around it. So I'm glad we got that one. Also, the kind of Romeo Juliet type story with the succubus and the elf. Excuse me. Finally, getting a chance to talk through their feelings and their goals. I'm blanking his name, but the little, well, not little, because they're immortal elves in this setting. Immortal up until, they're kicked out of the family tree, and I'm still not sure how literal the family tree is for this setting's lore. But it's not important. The two of them finally had an earnest discussion about what they wanted, what they were willing to give up, and the journey ahead. No more of the honestly childish thought. It's like, I don't care about my family, I'll throw it all away. And understanding the consequences that were going to come if he were to actually throw away his family. It's not an easy journey for everyone. Some people have an easier time of it, for sure. But it's like the children of wealthy families. How a good number of them aren't actually wealthy themselves. They're privileged in that, they got that head start. Their family has money. They have more access to it in the worst of circumstances. But, I grew up in a poor family, and there were definitely expectations heaped upon my shoulders, being punished if I did not meet those expectations. Now, imagine if incredibly wealthy family who could fucking buy the entirety of a state or some shit, also having the leverage to just not help you financially anymore. Your family name is nothing but another word attached to you, but also just all those perhaps even judgmental opinions from strangers like, oh, they're part of this family. They must have their world served on a platter for them. I don't need to help them because they have those connections. It's hard to believe that complete strangers might be suffering just like us, or even worse than us. But they gotta have that in too. They resolve those feelings. They were able to talk to each other as equals rather than as children. It was very sweet, and I liked it. But let's see what else we have. We still haven't had Rachel's endings yet. Georgie hasn't come in for a bit, but I'm not sure if he has a separate ending. Oh, Gala has a new update in here. I think we finally got this last one, or it was updated. Favorite things, food, anything warm and made with ginger. Music, Metal Maiden, which I think is supposed to be Iron Maiden. Books, Full Metal Jarhead. Full Metal Jacket? Was that based on a book, or is that just a movie? No, I'm not great with movies anyway. What they're doing with their life, trying to heal myself by helping other people heal, because Gala works in a hospital. Aw, that's sweet. Let's just make sure nothing else is in here. No. Let's see, Hyde will probably not be here tonight. Possibly... Wait, no, I think they said they'd be back in 3 days. They weren't here the previous night. I think last time we got through 2 days. which means this will be the final night. Without them, they'll be back the next night. Okay. Let's see, Myrtle and... who was it? Aqua, that's right. Both working on a game-type project. They even went to an event together. But I think that's also not going to be a tonight thing we get the results of. Yeah, because it's supposed to be over the weekend. And it's currently Saturday. We still have nothing on Neil. And then the other... oh, right, Rachel and Hendry. That's another storyline we haven't gotten yet. And of course, what will likely be the very, very final one, Freya's book idea. Alright, some things to look forward to. Alright, welcoming Freya in. Oh, good evening, Freya. Oh, hi. When was the last time you slept? I still sleep like a normal person, you know? I slept for 6 hours. Last night? No, I've slept for 6 hours this week. Okay, wait, were we forced to replay this game? I could have sworn it saved. Oh boy. We'll play through, and once we have a absolutely reset day, we will click through rapidly. I mean, we got to fast forward. Worst case scenario. God, one sec. My throat is not cleared for some reason. There we go. That's much better. One more for the road, actually. That's not healthy, Freya. Get some rest. Really. I can rest when I'm done. When it's done. That's stupid. Oh, shut up. So, what's your plan now? Now, as in... right this moment? And go to the bathroom and wash my face. Okay, no. This is new. Okay. Whew. I was really worried there for a second that a save didn't take. Make sure I don't look like a dead woman walking. Failed step 1. After that, I'll continue writing. Freya. Well, you know where the bathroom is. Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. That is so weird. Coming from the coffee shop owner. I know. You've been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of the place, just right here. Oh, I can't do that. You don't have any customers tonight. What'd I do if this place went bankrupt? Freya, sweetie, I'm putting my hands on yours. It takes more than one bad night for a good for a good store to go under. If we are not a good store, we are going to go under eventually. One person's not going to change that. But also, it's been hinted that we, as the owner, have some amount of funding where it's not an issue having so few hours, so few customers. I don't quite understand it. Because I think the most we've had on any single night is 7 people. We'll say like 9 drinks. Because some of the early nights, Gala and Hyde got 2. It's like, if 9 drinks isn't enough to cover it for an entire night, we've been going way under budget every day. But I think we're fine. It won't happen. How can you be so sure? Just take this tap water and go do your work, okay? But... see, there's a customer coming right now. So don't worry about me. Oh. Good to see you, Gala. Hi, Gala. He's not in a great mood. What's wrong? I know you're a man of few words, but this is maybe pushing it a bit. Freya. Lucy. I'm truly very sorry for what happened yesterday. Gala. Hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? And the coffee shop's fine. Don't think too much about it, Gala. Like Freya said, no casualties and no problems with the coffee shop. I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made and the scare I gave you. I'm sure there's something I can do. Why don't you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Hey, what do you mean? You want anything to drink, Freya? No! It's alright, Gala. I insist. You don't have to. Please, accept it. At least it'll help me stop feeling so guilty. At least a little. Alright. I wouldn't mind a coffee. Not espresso mind, you. Something with a little less of a kick. You know how to make a sugar and spice? The one with the cinnamon? Yes. Cup of sugar and spice, please. Is that one we have gotten? We do not. Okay. Sugar and spice, we have 5. Okay. So it's less caffeine than espresso, which is just triple coffee. So it's going to be sweet, but it also has cinnamon. So we'll do a coffee. Cinnamon does add some sweet. It's definitely not that. Is there anything else that gives sweet? That gives cool. What if it's a double cinnamon? Alright, give it a try. That's a cinnamon coffee. Nope. Okay, coffee. Cinnamon milk. After this, we'll try a honey and cinnamon if this isn't it. Nope. Cinnamon milk coffee. Nope. Okay. It's called sugar and spice, so maybe that first. I refuse to look up a guide for all these. Sugar and spice. Okay. So it's coffee, honey, cinnamon. Perfect. Sugar and spices for the lady with the vices. Hey? Oh, well, I won't complain. Thank you, Gala. Don't mention it. Just get this cleared because it annoys me. There. Lucy, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? You don't have to do anything, Gala. It's fine. But to be honest, I'm curious. What happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you usually stay indoors during the full moon, don't you? I usually do. But there was an emergency at the hospital yesterday. But kind of emergency. The hospital was really packed yesterday. After that announcement. Announcement? The one saying that a replacement government-issued Fury sedative will be available soon. Releasing that news on the day of the full moon was just stupid. So many restless werewolves came, asking about the sedative, which isn't ready yet. But the announcement said it wasn't ready, just that it was coming soon. You You think people read the whole article? They only saw the headline or glanced at the news stall. Then they went straight to the hospital and someone's apparently texting me. Oh, one sec. I gotta check this because this is a potential job thing. One sec. God, I missed that about half an hour ago, apparently. Okay. Alright. Whew. Alright, that's settled. Alright. And they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them, though. Finding out that the only publicly available sedative is dangerous is difficult for some people. I ended up having to explain it to dozens of werewolves. I even had to put some rogue werewolves in the isolation rooms. It was that bad, huh? Yeah, to the point we ran out of rooms to put them in. That's why, at the end of my shift, I left immediately. Normally, I'd have asked a friend to lock me in one of our isolation rooms, of course, but I couldn't, so I rushed back. So I raced back to my apartment. But it was too late. Thankfully, I was in this area. I managed to force myself to come to your place. Gala, excuse me for asking this. Yeah? But you didn't hurt anyone on the way here, right? As far as I remember, no. And I didn't see any blood on my clothes. That's good to hear. This might sound overly confident, considering what happened yesterday. But I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anyone, as long as I have something to direct my fury towards. Usually, I end up destroying stuff around me, or, worst case, hurting myself. Despite all that, I'm still glad that no one got hurt. Always looking for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job. Thanks, both of you. I really mean it. But please, if there's anything I can do to pay back, if there's anything I can do to help, please, don't hesitate to ask me right away. Will do. In the meantime, can I order a drink? Sure. What are you having? Same as yesterday. The Gala had, which I'm going to look up to be absolutely certain. It was a tea? Yes. That's green tea, milk, ginger. Here's your special brew. It's what Gala had. I'll see myself out. The drink that saved me. Once again, thank you for helping me find this drink. By the way, Gala, now that you can be 100% sure that that drink is your natural sedative, well, you put some in a bottle and carry it with you everywhere. That's the plan. Has to be warm, though. I can use a vacuum flask, I suppose. I'll give it a try next full moon. Don't worry, Freya. I'm gonna stay at my place for the next full moon. I'm not taking any risks. Before I can make sure how effective that remedy is. Phew. Another guest! Freya worrying about us going out of business. What the? Wait. Is this Neil out of his suit? Or is this something else? Pardon me, I'm taking a second to wrap something around my shoulders, getting a little chill from wet hair. Alright. What the? It's Rachel! Rachel? What's going on? Ha! What else? Your father? Of course! What the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella? Just to get into an argument with my manager. Huh? Before we continue, Lucy, a cafe latte, please. Yep. I think that's 2 milk. Yeah, 2 milk. Cafe latte. 1 sec. Okay, let's see. It's that twist, that's right. Okay. Maybe this will help put a smile on her face. Get a little bit more calm about it. Etch, make the eyes more cat-like. Nope, just made him a little sinister. Need to fix that. There we go. Make this more smiley smile. Her cafe latte is ready. Thanks. How did he manage to get backstage? He told security he was my father. He messaged me about coming beforehand. Said he was just going to wish me luck. So I told them to let him in, of course. He's still my father. Things were nice. At first. Then my manager came. And... I don't know why he hates him so much. It's showbiz. I'm mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. What happened after that? Mr. Lester told the security guards to kick him out. He's still out in the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. Did the concert go well, at least? Oh, yeah. Other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually, no one pays much attention to whoever's on first. No, who's on third? What's on first? Anyway, old joke aside. But there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. So you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time, and then there was this press conference after my show. The after-show press conference? Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me. So we decided to just do a mini-conference. Good for you. You're totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. I would say it's because of you. But your manager's probably worked some of his influence, too. So, why are you here? Because of Dad, of course. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. He needs to stop messing with my manager so much. Because this evening's the only time we can meet. I can't go to the party Mr. Lester's hosting. But what party? He's hosting a party for the VIPs and artists he manages. At a club in Belton. Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. You still dress like a high school student, let's be honest here. Letterman jacket and all. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time. Because Mr. Lester's my manager and it's his party. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by using his name, but I don't think he should do that with you. Why? I'm an No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, no. You have? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. That's good then. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, you'll find out. Especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties. Hey, Maxine, welcome, welcome. Yep, flirting. One thing to imagine. Or, because he is the host of the party, I'm not sure if you caught that, this night's party, he could organize some drinks that, don't look or taste alcoholic, but are for the impressionable young girl to help her cut loose after an event, and she does something she will regret the next day. Even if it's not something bordering on statutory rape of any sort, it can still very much be a position he, as her manager, should not be involved with. Yes, welcome, Max Ding. As you can see from the title, this is likely going to be the last stream, because a lot of these storylines are getting kind of wrapped up. Let's see, what's some things that happened in the recent thing? I don't think you were here the last stream. Our Romeo and Juliet couple, the elf and the succubus, finally got back together. They had an emotional heart-to-heart. Oh wait, no, you were there, I think. I think you also made some comments about how wrong the elf's word choice were, and that if Lou was not interested, would come across as some sort of harassment, if not just inappropriate things to talk about. But yeah, they finally came to right terms. Can't recall if you were here for when Gala came in full werewolf form. Let's see, we actually just got the story with him coming in today. The only reason he was even out that night is because he got held up at the hospital, helping other panicked werewolves who had found out the previous medication for Fury was no good, that there was going to be a new government-issued one out soon, but not like that night soon. So they were panicking. They had to use the isolation rooms at that hospital, which meant Gala had to try and rush home before his Fury took over, and he unfortunately failed. But he had come in that night, managed to keep control in the hopes that we could help, and help we apparently did. The Galahad drink. Finally we got it. I had been doing the order of ingredients wrong, apparently. So now that is another problem fixed. But those are only two of the plot lines that have been resolved. And it feels like Rachel's is coming to a head also soon. Will it be tonight or the next day? We shall find out. Alright, back to it. Personally, I don't mind wild parties, but inviting an underage person to his party, that might be a little bit too far. Oh! That's definitely Hendry, but I'm just gonna... Sorry, I have to screenshot that, because I did not see that on the wikis either. So who knows when else I'll be able to find it. What the hell? Oh, no. So he's been in a fight, looks like. Dad. What? Rachel, is that Mr. Hendry? Let's see, Max. Another friend of yours playing Prey. Oh, the newer one. Gotcha. So I didn't much like System Shock 2. Looks like you wanted System Shock 2 to be in more. Yeah, I never played that Prey. I've seen several people do playthroughs of it, though. Just because it's not my cup of tea. It's like primed with jump scares. It's like the horror aspect would not get at me, but the jump scares bit, nah. But yeah, I mean, the way they set up the game and the stories and all that. Oh yeah, I know it's more than jump scares, but it's a not it's a regular mechanic. That's it. Enough that it's going to be there a good chunk of the game. But yeah, for the other aspects, it did look like a very well made game. From what I've heard of System Shock in general, it's not a bad system to aspire to be. Was System Shock 2 a recent game, or is this an older one? It's just like thinking back, man, it could have been better. System Shock 1 seems way more interesting, but I haven't played it. Fair. I mean, the way I see it, it's like writing. Like, there are some great works that last the test of time. They stay relevant, they're still very well written themselves. But honestly, comparing them to modern novels, it's like apples and oranges. They're not quite the same beast, so to speak. Writing's always going to get better as people are able to look back and it's like, okay, I like the way they did this. I think they could have done that better. And they improve on the masters that came before. I can only imagine for video games it's a lot the same. It's like, in hindsight, we could have done something better. For whatever reasons they didn't. Well, they didn't. I'm glad you were able to enjoy it at least. Well, enjoy watching your friend play Prey. Maybe, but like one says that one considers that Deus Ex 1 was made in 2000. I mean, it's fair. So I think, for comparison's sake, I would say Xenogears from 1997. I mean, think of it like this, though. Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill, with all the like fog that really helps with the atmosphere. Then later they did a remake that did not have the fog. They did that because the systems were better made to handle all the visuals things of loading in and out without impacting the frame rate or gameplay, but not having quite the same vibe. It's like some people just optimize some games better than other companies. That's the sort of thing that a lot of companies seem to be forgetting nowadays. The optimization shit. It's like, I hate all the, like, big company games, like, meant for consoles. But not all the data's on the disc. You have to download first day patch because they could get everything figured out before sending out in this fucking massive goddamn file. Because it's like, oh, we know what the system has. It's got all these bells and whistles. It doesn't need to multitask programs. But it's like, it's a fucking game. Optimize this shit, guys. My console shouldn't sound like a fucking jet taking off. That I need to cut the rant off there. I can go on that for a bit. That's partially just a problem with remakes. The original was made within a particular context, optimized for it. Being created a new context after results in poorly optimized. For its context, yes. But it's like, then you get Horizon Forbidden West. And the game itself is fine. But there's a DLC they made that is only for the current gen, right? Yeah, current gen console, but doesn't work on the PS4. Why? Well, because part of the DLC adds new, more realistic cloud generation. It's a game where you fucking fight robot dinosaurs and shit. Who the fuck cares about cloud generation being realistic, you know? It's like, that's unoptimized to me. Actually, wish I knew a better word than optimized for what you mean. It's more about the writing and tone and how it is taken advantage of and built. Let's see. The way I would describe that, because I've talked about that in terms of like tabletop RPGs, is the integration of setting and mechanics. It's not just optimizing, the first Silent Hill, using the fog to give that spooky feeling while also hiding the sins of what they could not perfectly optimize. So they made it fit the setting. They made the fog part of the threat. So yeah, I mean, personally, integration is what I use for that kind of thing, where they build the limits into the story and give it more weight to that decision. Because I do that for sure. Yeah, I mean, 5e, as much as I don't like what Wizards of the Coast has been doing as of late, a lot of it as of late tied to AI bullshit, what I will admit is that 5e is a great system to customize for your table, customize for your setting, being able to change little things. However, other games and systems have learned from it, like Daggerheart, from what I've seen of playtests and one-shots and of the SRD stuff, better encapsulates the customizing your own setting and campaign and giving it a mechanical weight added to the system. That's the closest. The captions probably did it wrong. SRD, that's a system resource document. It tends to be the term used for stuff you don't need to own the system to have access to. Like all the Unearthed Arcana that Wizards of the Coast put out. It's like, yeah, you can technically use it because they put it out there for like playtesting. But it's not something they're going to hold people to legally too badly. If it comes up to it, what is this? Okay. I can do tomorrow. Okay. Sorry. The other text from Temp Job saying, hey, come pick up the check. But let's see. Detailed top game samples for this, like... Games theater of the mind, you have to be really clear and vague about positioning. Yes. Have limited special effects. Let's see, so stuff that tend to be in the same lineage as the old D20 phase changed in the early 2000s, wiped out so many other communities. More continuity of it than being exactly... If I'm interpreting that the way I think I am, then yes. Kind of like that. How other companies are learning from what other systems did right. Because like I said, as much as I don't like the politics behind Wizards of the Coast, 5e is really good for customizing. But it shouldn't be. I think you need a system built for customizing, because it's more of a... It happened to work that way for 5e. Like the example with Daggerheart, one of the core mechanics is an additional mechanic you add specific for the campaign setting. You can just slot it in, out, or reflavor it, but it's built into the game, so it's easier to predict and know it's going to be there, rather than some tables just ignoring carry weight rules, and others is very important to do so down to the pound. It's less predictable, and thus very different systems for different people. It'd better about the D20 mass extension of it, yeah. I mean, honestly, D20s are just such a fun dice. Because it's got enough sides for fun variation, but not so many that it's going to keep rolling and rolling, because it's almost a golf ball. Like some of the D100 dice I've seen, it's like, yeah. But that's why I'm liking the Cypher system. Let's see, even BSM, which ran on the Tri-Stat system, felt the need to release some kind of D20 form, just don't understand. Yeah. I mean, nowadays, I think the reliance on the D20 is just, a bunch of RPG gamers like, well, I've got all these D20s from the other games I've played. It's like, I'd like to keep using them instead of just turning them into jewelry or something. Which is fair. Sunk cost fallacy. It's like, you paid money for them to use them. and you want the excuse to still be able to use them. See. Say D20 Mass Extinction. Not criticize and die, but rather the event of many other games. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. I'm unfamiliar with that. Unfortunately, I was not brought into the hobby as part of, like, another group. Like, I didn't go to my local game shop and play with groups there. It was more, me and my friends want to play this stuff. Picked up some GURPS games at a local secondhand, like, bookshop, because it's like, it's either that, or I think it was 4th edition at the time, 4th edition D&D. It's like, between the two, the GURPS books were cheaper, because they're less popular. So I am mostly self-taught. The political side of just like big events and games affecting other games stuff is a very recent thing. Your mom brought you to the game table late 8's a small child. That, God, I wish that could have been me. Let's see. Technically, family did bring me into the Magic the Gathering. She played that. My older brother got into it because he was doing it. It's like, well, I want to play too. But yeah, the actual role-playing games, that was all self-taught. So it took me a while to get the political side for it. Don't even know politics, just know humor. Oh, yeah. No, when I say the political side, I just mean the more, like... See, I was trying to avoid saying the meta side of games, because there's already a meaning for that. But the things that affect gameplay and systems that are not, in themselves, the system's fault. It's companies buying each other up, or lawsuits about, hey, we copyrighted that such and such mechanic. You can't do it like us, type things. It's like, again, this is another case of we don't have a perfect word for it. Much like the integration I suggested. As much political stance, but part of personal experience, yeah. Yeah, no, as being self-taught RPG gamer, seeing a bunch of smaller games kind of disappear, I would not have had a thumb on the pulse of that to have really noticed. I mean, heck, apparently GURPS is not a super common game. As I found out after years of playing it, it's like, oh, this is niche, apparently. I'm glad that I started there. It made me have to really bust my chops as a writer, especially for writing campaigns. And I think I'd be a very different gamer if that isn't how I started. And I mean, heck, my next campaign is just coming up January. We wrapped up the last campaign. All we have left is, like, the prologues next time we can get everyone together. But the next campaign is just going to be fucking politics are in your face. They're going to be refugees on a... not a wagon train, but, like, a bunch of just ships traveling through the void looking for a new home. They are literally refugees. And I'm going full Star Trek of just, like, more but smaller plots, many of which will have political undertones directly from that inspiration of Star Trek. And it's ambitious, but it's going to be fun. I was guessing one of your problems is that I'm in the 40s, so experiences were formed in the 90s and early thousands. That most gamers nowadays started after that. One thing I was always interested in is how the World of Darkness didn't draw as much from the population of other gamers, so much as it just produced new populations of gamers. See, that is one thing I noticed. And that's... what was it? God, I'm not sure if they're still doing YouTube videos, but there's a series called Extra Credits. And they're mostly focused on talking about, like, video game topics and how the current games of the time were doing particular horror things or using such and such mechanics tied to narrative. Some that were just doing them poorly. But one of those episodes talked about I think it was from the White Wolf publisher, set in one of the World of Darkness settings. Wraith, that was it. About the Holocaust and how they were able to use that to fuel stories for people to actually explore the themes of genocide like that in a tasteful way. I think that was my first real introduction. That's like, your game can be more than just fun hoo-ha superhero or Indiana Jones type stories, which is actually a little funny to say, because Indiana Jones was also very blatant politics in a way. But anyway, yeah, I remember that particular episode definitely got me thinking more about messaging in games. So I mean, yeah, I kind of see where we're coming from. World of Darkness settings do have a way of producing new populations of gamers in a sense. Wouldn't say White Wolf would be the go-to company for sensitive treatments of the only subject, but it had its moments, yes. But yeah, I get that as well, because looking at some other stuff, I found that not all of them were as tastefully treated as that one being directly referencing the Holocaust. Because the team came together and it's like, we have permission to do this book, let's do it in a way that matters, that's important. That isn't just more content for the content mill. Yeah, it's... I'll be honest, tabletop games haven't had the best history as of late. Some of the just absolute worst of the conservative loudspeakers takes on Warhammer and such, not helping. Not sure to what extent World War slapbooks were content for the content god. That was absolutely part of it, yeah. And that's how it is for a lot of stuff. It's like, hey, what if we were able to do such and such a race in, Fairy the Masquerade? Which is another World of Darkness one. I think I found that through Weregeek, the webcomic, actually. Changing the Dreaming, that's it, thank you. I knew it was very Feywild without being Feywild type shenanigans. And certainly not the world setting I would expect a Holocaust-centered splat book to be in, for sure. But yeah, it is nice when people are able to, like we spoke about earlier, get the plot tied into the mechanics of a system very well. To not just optimize, but integrate. It'd be nice if more people did that. If they were able to recognize the weaker points and fold them into it so that they become something important, not just a limitation. The hiding of sins, as my art teacher put it, it's like, yeah, this is a mistake, we can't really fix it, but we can make it look intentional. Let's see, of course, sometimes you discover a game mechanic that becomes a plot tumor, yeah. I mean, sometimes, especially with a role-playing game, that's what you need. Something go, it's like, okay, wait, no, this does not make sense. How do I, as a storyteller, GM, DM, whatever term you use for running the game, how do I make that make sense? And, that's one of the few things that game companies never truly replicate. You can't fill in every plot hole, because sometimes that's what the DMs need to make something truly special. Let's see, unless there are any other comments you have on that, I think that's all the big poignant messages I can kind of bring from that topic at the moment. Yeah, here we go. Came up with a group in Pathfinder who are anti-feudalist anarchists. They discover the weight of the soul, basically hit dice, and also value to the soul trade, corresponds reasonably consistently with productivity. So it's in the interest of the wealthy and powerful to keep people low level so that they are constantly busy. That is perfect integration right there. Because that's also something it's like not everyone's going to think about. They'll just go, yeah, no, it's a game thing so that our health kind of scales with level and not think any more on it. But then you fucking bust out, it's like, not just that. The value of your soul to anything that trades in souls. That is their numeric value to them. And that's just the integration of a mechanic no one would think. Holy shit. Just this big reveal. They're basically situationists. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is a perfect example of the integration I was trying to describe. Making a mechanic be more than just for a hand-wavy explanation. And it'd be nice if more people thought stuff like that. They kind of kidnap people and put them through adventures unwillingly to make their level go up traumatically but reasonably safely. Oof. That's a great seed for a story, actually. It's like, it's not even just like saw trap like torture. The purpose of the torture is not, it's like getting the comeuppance of people who did wrong. It's like, no. We're going to make you more valuable. The soul slave trade. Man. They were awful. I can absolutely see why. But speaking of awful, I think it's time to find out what exactly happened to Mr. Hendry. So like I said, this looks like he's got a big fucking bruise or of a black eye. I have a feeling he fought with a Mr. Lester, who I think in the first stream we actually saw Mr. Lester's name. I made a joke about his like first name Mo, last name Lester. Let's see how right we might be. Rachel, is that Mr. Hendry? Yes! Dad! What happened? Lucy, you get a cup of milk for him, please? Just milk? Just milk. Oh. It's hard to make a cat meow sound, just the old monotone voice I gave him. All the milk. That way, the weight of their soul increases, become theoretically more capable of, say, producing a week's worth of horseshoes in a day, leaving them most of their time to follow their own agendas. Very, very fair. Okay, here. Ignore the steam. It's not milk. Oh. Little messy, but okay. Thank you. Dad, please, hold out. Can somebody help me call an ambulance, please? They're on their way. I've contacted the hospital. Thank you. I've also contacted our Necomimi expert personally. She is off shift right now, but she's also on the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know what might have happened without your help. Don't mention it. Here they come. I'll go with you. Okay. That's a rough night. Oh boy, let's see. Okay, that's update to... the update to Hendry. Okay. So first, let's see. Maxing's got continuation. Yes, poor Hendry. And also, let's see. Of course, people level up however they want. Excuse me. The anarchist situationists had no interest in determining for someone else how they distribute or spend the weight of their souls. In fact, many of their members would have very poorly optimized sheets. Just as disorganized as some of the current anarchist groups, from what I've seen. But that's the cost of having independently acting cells. Okay, so let's see. Hendry, everything's musical, what he's doing, trying to be a better father while running a record store. And then this injury happened. Okay. Rachel, still the same photo. Favorite things, loves her family, cats, milk, and you as in whoever's visiting. That's cute. considered a charm of theirs, if not a very practical charm, yeah. But I mean, it's nice that this anarchist situationists are not also trying to be like authoritative. It's like, yes, everyone should do what they want. Unless you're directly working for our little group, then you have to be optimized for fighting. More on Leap Day, yes. She's not even 18, she's younger. The scandal. No. Let's see what she's doing with her life. Dancing, singing, trying to achieve her dreams since she was 13 and not stopping now. We'll see if that changes. Because, well, whatever her dad got into a fight over. Yeah, she could also be lying for her birthday. That seems like a very fun one to have for a pretty much like US equivalent of an idol. Alright. Oh boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row. An emergency at your place. Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Ha! Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? Let's see. Try to the birthdays, but couldn't consistently remember them. So for online forums, just list my birthday as December 25th. Ooh. Yeah, for the most part, I usually do same birthday, but different year. And the main reason for that is some of the, some of the sites that have additional verification when you log in from like a new device or something will have it's like, what's your birthday? And give one of 4 examples. And it's like, okay, they're never going to have the exact same like day multiple times. So I just know which is the one I have entered without going, oh god, where I have a note for that? Shit. You know, it's a minor precaution. When I don't give a shit, though, it's January 1st, fucking 1980 or something. It's just like, I'm not keeping this account. I don't care if I lose the password. Just let me in. Alright. Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So I kinda understand him. I hope Hendry's alright. That's actually why I'm pretty consistent about it being December 25th, because I couldn't consistently remember other ones I tried. Someone has been born that day, I bet. Oh, yeah. In fact, what would 9 months before that be? That'd be month 3. So March 25th. People conceive March 25th having a whole lot of Christmas birthdays, or at least around there. Oh god, March would be like the worst birthday to conceive a child. Because their birthday is always going to be one-upped by frickin' Christmas or Thanksgiving. Ugh. Horrendous. Never do that for your kid. Forget No Nut November, fucking No Nut March. Think of your kids. Think of their futures. Well, at least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was all pretty hectic, but I need to continue writing. Take your time and place, then. Will do. Is that a fade out for the night, or just the next customer? Oh, for the night, okay. Both you and your support worker have close relatives who have dealt with the disappointment of combined Christmas and birthday gifts, having nothing to unwrap the other day. Yeah, that... Oof. It's unfortunate. Actually, I should make a note of that, because that might be a really funny theme to do from March, actually. No Nut March. Think of your children. They don't want a goddamn Christmas holiday right next to their birthday. Not quite as catchy as No Nut November, but, you know, people who care about the future coolness of their kids, they might understand. Okay, what's the newspaper today say? Police raid on private Coachella after party is biggest drug and sex related bust of the year. I don't like how the image for that is someone in the hospital smock with their ass out. That is that a hospital smock? I mean, it looks like it because it's tied there. Looks like they have something tied around their neck like a mask. Interesting. Fight broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. Despite the arrests, Coachella will go on. So, we're definitely getting Rachel and probably her father back in here tonight. Perhaps Gala as well? Who else would be tied to this raid? So we know not Myrtle or Aqua, because they're at that other convention. Maybe Neil. Maybe we'll get to see Neil again. One sec. Again, pose we do not get for Freya. Her physically holding her phone like that. Okay. Welcome. Hey, Pop. Good evening, everyone. Everyone's safe and sound tonight. Oh, we got... big thing, let's see. About running, changing the dreaming. My absolute favorite thing about it was I just said it during the years of the game. Oh, scroll down. There we go. Game aim was originally made in, which meant didn't have to worry about accounting for changes in the economy or prices of technology, but, and again capitalized, but, I could literally just look up old newspapers, top 20 hits, etc., and every month end game be able to update people on what's going on in this parallel world, what is the weather, etc. I've never gone that far for a group. The closest would be, and the closest would probably be this second campaign I just wrapped up, being set in 2016 Brazil. It's like I knew the events of 2016, I know the few changes caused by my setting, i.e. magic suddenly coming back to Earth. So I was able to follow some of the cool political stuff happening in Brazil and how it affected them, or how it was affected by the party's actions. God, it's been a while. I'm not even sure if you were in the channel. Hey, Baringo, welcome, welcome. But yeah, I don't know if you were in the channel for me to have talked about it, because that would have been a year and a half ago. So we were able to make the weather more natural by looking up old weather reports. Unfortunately, no. And that's mostly because the weather in the campaign that I was using and just saying it's in Brazil, not fantasy rainforest, was plot dependent. But, God, yeah, it would have been about a year and a half ago. There was a... In-game, this was an event I looked up. There's a corrupt judge with ties to a murder cult, and I had kind of moved that into something that had been happening in the States of some, like, big drug busts tied to fraternities. And I said the way this cult had gotten new members was through a specific fraternity at law schools. And it... Ooh, one of my players... It's like they made a deal with this judge, because he was an up-and-coming like politician type. Like he almost hand chose his court cases to make him appeal as the next best mayor. But they let him live for his political sway, but one of them went to a fae and it's like, hey, I want this guy to get his comeuppance. And in exchange for that, the player took 3 natural ones to be used at times of my choosing as the trade-off. So that kind of threw a wrench in any of the kinder political moments I could have brought up from Brazil's history in 2016. It just made things worse. Ooh. Let's see. The weather being plot relevant, I mean like certain effects of the plot were changing the weather, and they had to look into it. So I couldn't like go too much off the real weather at the time. Let's see. Evil Cult and Changing Game was literally just the local Chamber of Commerce. UFO cult neo-Nazis. Oh! Well, actually, no. Mine weren't neo-Nazis. Mine were actually... so I had a a mafia-style gang in that setting who were being controlled and swayed by the money of a group only known as the Foreign Investors. And they were all coded as, like, Germans who got out of World War II and just traveled down to Brazil to, not get arrested, let alone hanged for their crimes. Old money. And using that to, murder cult people. So hey, we both had cults tied to Nazi beliefs. But yeah, it was quite the cost to have. It's like, okay, this is their arch phase. Like, I can definitely get revenge for you on a massive scale. That won't even be tied to you. But I'm gonna change your fucking fate to be the funniest it'll be. Was that the same? Oh, okay, that was to maxing. Okay. Okay, you're talking about a plural character maxing, so I'll let you guys discuss that for a bit. What's the voice I had for Georgie? Right. Everyone's safe and sound tonight. So far, so good, Officer Georgie. With the cop who's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in a coffee shop, I'm not so sure about that. How dare you, Freya? Hey, I'm working right now. Oh, wait, no. I'm working right now. This is like talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Duran is neither a Duran nor a Duran discuss. No, it's I didn't want to get in the way of your recalling a character. I didn't want to distract y'all. I just love multitasking, That requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. Let's see, I was quoting an SNL sketch called Coffee Talk with Linda Richmond. Oh, well, that is perfectly... God, you have a better memory than me. I would have to, stop and think. It's like, man, what's that one sketch I want to think of right now? But then again, I don't see it live. I usually see the best bits. That's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, Lucy. I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. Absolutely, sir. Trip of coffee. I related have made a terrible mistake. Looked in the politics and memes channel of a Discord you're in. Ooh. Cough given decaf. Unfortunately, there is no decaf option. Also, the quality of the drinks I give somehow affects the plot and endings of people. And Georgie... I'm not going to make any comments about his qualities as a cop, but as a person, he's kind about his kids. When Rachel came in one night, not having a way home, he went apparently across the city to help drop her off, just because it's late enough, you can't trust the taxis or the buses. He's like, I'll be kind. I'll be a dad and do what your dad is hoping to make sure you get home safe. So I'm not going to say he's a good cop, but I at least know he's trying to be a good person when he has the opportunity. Now, if he was the fucking Men in Black type that came in the other night asking about Neil, I'd absolutely give him decaf if he asked for the full thing. Maybe a little bit of melted X-Lax in there or something. Valhalla, this is not. No, it's not. Though that is on the table for another drink serving game to fill that kind of niche, because I like these talkie games. They're nice. They give us topics to just kind of go off on a tangent for a bit. But I think I have one other that will be doing between this and Valhalla. Just give me more time to forget, because I know Brock has played that, I think, twice. Sai Pia Asagiri. Holly is her favorite fictional cop because she fucking quits. Yes! The best, most moral cops are no longer cops because they quit. An energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. You and your sense of humor. Your espressos are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition, officer. But thank you. It is for her. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. Well, I mean, if she doesn't have a proper espresso machine, I can see how that'd be a little rough. Her name is super obviously based on Pris S. Asagiri, of the 90s classic Bubblegum Crisis. They do not much resemble each other other than both being wiry, tough, and hot. Which, good qualities for a main character. Maybe not the best for a cop, though. So, anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe, though. What are you grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. And some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. As if the gods were trying to give me first-hand experience to use in my story. Still fretting over your story, eh? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh, yeah. How's it going? Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck, then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf case? I spoke to Gull about it. What? Are you gonna arrest him? Some officers of the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it. Because he really helped a lot that night. We asked folks at the hospital and some other people in the area. Without him, we'd have had a whole lot more problems. He helped a lot getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone. So, those who would rather detain him can't do anything anyway. Whew. Let's see. This is about Princess Asgiri, which, as an ex-cop who you like, because she investigated rich people and other cops, responded to being warned away from this and being told to handle real crime by going, "Oh, I'm on the right track," and doubling down. Then another cop murdered her husband. Ooh. Yeah. What a way to really, twist the knife. It's like, yeah, no, cops are not great. They're not great people. It, unfortunately, attracts some of the more violent of society. Like the fucked up college test thing, where they had volunteers come up. Some were inmates, some were prison guards. It's like that. It's like later investigation found that they probably got a lot of people who were looking for an excuse to be violent because the way those ads were worded. Stanford, yes, Stanford prison experience. I couldn't remember if it was that or Stafford. I didn't want to attribute the wrong university. But yeah, it's a job that lets you, quote unquote, enforce the law as much as necessary. Well, you've got a lot of people who are hammers looking for a bunch of nails to drive 6 feet under. Okay. Oh, sit down. Phew. I'd be pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. No. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. Coachella, sorry. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far, but he wouldn't be able to walk it. Not in that state. So far, that's all I know. Oh, Rachel, do we get more? Yes, we might get more. Rachel. Rachel, is Mr. Hendry all right? Before that, I have a cup of hot chocolate, dark. I assume that's just pure choco powder. Let's take a look. Yep, dark chocolate. No milk. Your hot chocolate's ready. Thank you. Yeah, loved a little bit. It's a nice little touch. She said dark. I remember that because she usually gets milk chocolate. Because cat. Haha. Dad's gonna be fine. He woke up this afternoon. Thanks to Mr. Gala. He got help fast enough to stop things getting worse. Oh, nice little achievement that we got to the end of their arc. Not sure if it's a good one yet. He's doing okay then? Oh, wait. Oh, I know how that could have gone worse, though. Oh. If we had failed to get the right drink for Mr. Galahad when he came in under the influence of his fury, that means he wouldn't have been in here this night. He probably would have been arrested, and thus would not have been able to already call for an ambulance, let alone the specialist who was not on duty. Whew. Oh boy. It'll take a few days before he fully recovers, but no permanent injuries we need to worry about. That's good to hear. I know. But still, it's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. All he wanted to do was protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. But it's okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital. His friends are there at the moment, and I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really need to get away for a bit. I told Dad I'm gonna visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. Wait, but this place isn't called Coffee Talk, or... Oh wait, no, Whispers is the newspaper, that's right. Never mind. He's okay with that. He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel, what really happened last night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. He heard them talking about me in some very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh. He didn't like that, of course. So he morphed into his cat form and started a fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? So people would see what his human form looked like and link him directly to me. Yeah. Oof. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify, and they managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No. It's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. What? Oh, boy. The reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. Whoa. Haley, maybe you should be talking about all this from the cop. No, from the sound of it, the cops already know. They had gone looking for the thugs because of the shape that her dad was in. He couldn't exactly lie about why he got into the fight. And from the newspaper, what was it described? It was drug-fueled and like sexual-based crimes were being happening there, and it was apparently a massive bust. Felt like all three of the articles on the paper were talking about it. Oh, it's still bad policy, absolutely, but I mean this is the cop that helped give her a ride home to make sure both that she was safe and that her dad knew she'd come home safe, rather than worrying about her. So there's probably a certain amount of it's like, I'm not currently on the duty, I have no need to report any of this to my coworkers. Oh, absolutely, but in this context of a visual novel where he is a decent dude, she can trust him. Real life, fucking shut up around cops, guys. It doesn't matter if you know him or not. The number of married cops whose friends do not know that they are fucking abusive as hell at home, the number is not zero. But it's certainly more than it should be as well. People who just don't know how bad cops can be, in or out of uniform. In games, you should trust cops as much as it allows you to violently resist them. Because there are no directly violent actions in this game, we can reasonably trust Georgie. Do you know that cops are trained to be bad from the start? Oh yeah, there's an article about one of the like top and most recommended person for firearm safety stuff for cops specifically, and those training programs. It tells them very much like shoot first, ask questions later, because everyone's out to get you. That's the mentality you should have. And it's like, fucking sir, I would not wish death upon you, but I certainly wish you were never born. Christ. And don't forget, the good cops that they don't weed out early on, they weed out with friendly fire or wrongfully fired later on. How did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys and locker room talk, right? Oh yeah, sometimes lawsuits too. Sometimes just zoom out. And, yeah, not all ex-cops are good people. Though I would think, regardless if someone... shit. I had the phrasing. It's something I've said multiple times before. Anyone who is fired from being a cop, whether for good reasons or bad, should be treated the same as someone who is... dishonorably discharged from the military. That's the term. Dishonorably discharged. Because whether you got fired because you're too violent for even the violent cops, or you wouldn't toe the line the same as them, it's like, it needs to be clear, you should not be in a job where you are handling weapons. No bodyguard positions, no private security. It's like, nah. No, find another career that does not involve you being in a position of power. But that was more decent than you would expect. I have enough respect for him to basically go, hey, this criminal who you've been investigating hired me to kill you. I took the money but won't kill you. I mean... Oh, wait, I think that's... Oh, I think you're talking about the cop characters thing. Okay. Okay, yep. How that... Sorry, that's a reasonable thing for Automod to, like, make sure it's like, hey, this is okay to say? At least one case been pretty clear. Guy was fired from being cop for not shooting black people unnecessarily, trying to talk down a suicide. Yep. Absolutely. It's like, another thing, it's never going to happen, but another thing that I think should be done to help regulate cops, anytime a suspect is killed in the line of duty, there should be a third-party investigation into it. And that's because, you know the saying, innocent until proven guilty, something we're supposed to believe happens in the States, and not other countries, is that everyone gets their day in court. But if they die before they make it to court, that means they don't get their chance to prove themselves innocent. Because, I mean, that's what the cops are trying to do. They're trying to prove everyone is guilty, and they don't get the chance to, prove otherwise if they're a corpse. I think literally no cop is a straightforward improvement over what we've got. Yes. I do think it needs to be the organization of police needs to be de-escalated in stages, mostly for the same reason you have to be careful about after war what you do with your mercenary groups. You don't want them abusing people just because they no longer have the job to act through. Do it in stages so it's in small groups, and not all of them fighting for the same violent jobs to do instead of being a cop. I say because, not because I think the cops are a necessary thing to have, but because I don't fucking trust them. Thank you for the Wilhelm Ringo. Yeah, we got an ACAB tangent. From the sounds of it, we all agree all cops be bastards. And sometimes just, you know what, I do not need to butt in. Character Priscilla did a street fight between some poor people and a noble. Yeah. You know about guys and locker room talk, right? Yeah. Oh, that's what they were doing. And I was the topic of discussion. Ugh. So, there's that. I'm sorry to hear that, Rachel. And you're right about this party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for... Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mom was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to hear about it, something coming from Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one night. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Lucy. Yeah, I see stuff about supervillain discussions in chat. Silent image could be good, as good as invisibility under the right circumstances. Exactly. One time during a chase, I had someone put up a silent image of a segment of alleyway to kind of mimic invisibility. They didn't do a great job. It was stagnant. Like, it only looked realistic from a specific distance, and the party quickly caught up. So I can put in just enough for the supervillain to give me the death ray, but not enough to use it or give it away. Yes. It's like, no one should have a death ray. Not even me, but it's not safe to destroy it right now. Let's see. Also, this from Borrego. I'm reminded of how in one of the future settings, the generic awful government, or the gag, trying to make whatever you think of when you hear Space Marines. Ugh, gross. So yeah, Persea used silent image to make a stack of crates. It just stood inside the crates. See, they tried to do that too. But like I said, it was not well done. There were, what was the DC? I think they were a low enough level is only 13, which is one of the lower ones for NPC. It was really early campaign. But two of the party were wisdom-based casting classes, so their passive perception was enough to not see through the illusion, but tell that it was an illusion, not just being invisible, which was funny. Desmond was all set to use silent image to make image of the ballista and team. But the idea there was to put at enough range that they wouldn't be hurt if it wasn't silent. So the enemy wouldn't know it was okay. Far enough away you wouldn't hear the sound normally, so they couldn't tell. Yeah, I see. I get it. Other party members didn't go for it. That's a shame. It sounds like a very fun plan, though. Bluff via illusion. Even if the bluff is just to fake what the actual distance is. And how in the war they were having was de-escalated by the Queen in brass, and a regime change and disarmament happened. Some of these super soldiers got folded into firefighting and disaster relief. A much better use. The question it raised me, if I was like a player in that setting, would be, okay, yeah, but how many were like willingly folded into that? And how many were begrudgingly, it's like, I mean, if they're ordering, I guess, but I want to go back to being a fucking super soldier. Military man. Oh, actually, very brief aside. One thing that pisses me off the most about the current prison system, if you are a felon in California, you can not serve some of your time, but you can make some money as a felon to help fight the fires, like the big California fires that happen at least once a year. But after serving your time and getting out, because you were a felon, you cannot join the firefighters. That fucking pisses me off. Of all the felons that would be deserved, the ones who actually got experience, outrageous. It's just another piece of proof that as left as California is, it's not all that far left in every field, unfortunately. But mini rant over. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. My Paw Patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. But overall, things are still safe around here. Even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. Okay then, see ya. Oh, I accidentally flicked past that. What was it? Are you going to leave this well for you? I don't think so. I've had enough rest. And I have stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Alrighty. I won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would never have existed without this place. And you. So, thank you. The pleasure was mine. Now I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit-chat. You've got a book to finish. No problem, boss. On it, boss. Whatever you say, boss. Chai Adene. Sweet, spicy chai latte from the town of Aden, Yemen. Well, let's see about these super soldiers. Some of them didn't take use your training and augmentations for good very well. Some of them, however, basically went, we get to serve our country, save lives, use our training, not have to fight eldritch aliens? Score. I mean, I guess that's a healthier mindset. My only concern is, from a player perspective, it's like, okay, but how many went into that because they want to be cool, Warhammer-esque super soldiers, you know? Right up there with cops in that it attracts some truly horrendous people. And here we are, the final day. We're past the 2-week gap. Okay, what was the last day? It was Sunday, I think it was the 4th or something. Coachella Festival proves to be major boost for Seattle tourism. No idea what these numbers are supposed to mean. But apparently, some are doing good, some are doing bad. Who's to say which is which? More women have spoken out and claimed Morris Lester lied. Ooh. Initial reports indicate possible herpes outbreak at Coachella. Ooh. Another front page article for Coachella. This time, 2 of them are not great, instead of all 3. Oh, hey, we've got, what's his name with a creepy face? Myrtle Aqua Freya. Hello! You're finally here. Hey, y'all. Hi, Freya. Yo. Hey. Wait, no, what did I do for Bailey's? Let's see, Aloof Elf is up here. Yes, right up here for Bailey's. Hey. Yes, the Blorbos indeed, Baringo. Oh, someone's feeling happy today. Of course. You haven't seen Aqua before? Well, one sec. We need to take an aside to Aqua's page. Here we go. Oh, the image is new. The image is very new. Yeah, apparently she and Myrtle really partied up at the convention enough that they hung out later. I don't think gaming conventions typically have photo booth stuff. But this is adorable. Let's see. But yeah, they're from Atlantis. They're immigrant. They work in games. Myrtle also works in games, and that's how they kind of connect here. I am hoping, this is one of the couples I'm hoping are actually getting a happy relationship together. Let's see. Did they... They approved it. We're so happy for you. Congrats. Excuse me. Yeah, shy fish lesbian indeed. Oh my. Do you know how happy I am? Judging from your expression, I'd say somewhere between ecstatically and rapturously. You're goddamn right. Oh my god. Oh my god! How do they react to the draft? To be honest, they're not that excited about the story itself. A story with an unhappy ending, eh? That's what they said. But at this point, I don't really care. As long as they publish it. I'm content with that. Anyway, whatever happens with the book now, I can take things a little slower. Because they gave me a year to finish it, with a feedback session every month. Sounds professional enough? Of course, they are the biggest publisher around. Enough about me. How's the coffee shop been doing? It's been great. We've had a whole lot of new customers lately, and some old-timers, of course. I heard Hyde's back from his trip to Korea. Yeah, he brought us some gifts back. He didn't get any for me. I'm not sure, but he did say he always gives gifts directly. Gift giving the old-fashioned way, huh? How about you? Things are great. Last time I saw you was before your mini break. Yes, we decided to go to Coachella. Wow. The event was a mess. Yeah, 3 hours of the festival was enough for us. So, where did you go after that? We ended up in Port Townsend. How was it? I enjoyed it. Never knew a historical trip could be fun. Oh yeah, I saw your new profile picture, Aqua. You both look so cute. Actually, wait, we didn't check. Anyone else have new images? Let's see, we should have Myrtle. Oh, Rachel's got a new one, but not Hendry. Not Neil. That's cute. Much less idle pop star. Let's see, those... Oh, wait, I think this line is new. Working on a new album especially for you right now. Pretty sure that was not there. Myrtle's is still this one, which looks like a game convention thing. Someone dressed up as her character, perhaps. Bailey's still there. Lua... I think this is the same as last time, but I don't think we took a look at it. Very abstract art, still mostly French. Thank you for the book club. Let's see, Gala, Georgie. And I think this is new for Freya. Very nice, and apparently done within our own little corner of the coffee shop here. Does she have us take this picture for her? Good lord. It's not enough that I serve you drinks, I have to hold your camera for your Facebook equivalent, I think. Might be referencing something else. WhatsApp, perhaps? You both look so cute. Oh, man. Thanks. Was that taken during your vacation? No. It was at Max. They had a Japanese-style photo booth there. So I forced her to take a photo together. You were at Max too, Myrtle? Yes. I helped her out a bit with the booth. Thank you. You don't have to keep thanking me. By the way, have any of you heard from Neil? No. Not me. They did send 2 postcards to the coffee shop. Really? Yeah, one's from Coachella. That's not even that far away. Why send a postcard? I already dealt with them. What about the second one? It's from New York. What? What are they doing in New York? It's me. Working on their mission, maybe. Yeah, probably. I'd stand more of a chance there. Anyway, guys, we're leaving for the night. Oh, come on. So soon. We were here for hours before you arrived. And we need to work tomorrow. Fair enough. Take care on your way, then. Good luck with the novel. Thanks. See you, Lucy. See you around. God, I still don't like the squelching of Aqua walking. I'm sorry. I know she's a mermaid, but it's just so loud in my ear. Ugh. They look happier than when I first met them. They do. It's not easy to find someone you can be comfortable with in such a short amount of time. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry if it seems like I'm ignoring you, Baileys. It's the eyebrows. No worries. I don't feel ignored at all. Are you by yourself tonight? No, I'm waiting for Lua. She has some work to do. This late at night? Yeah, she's been doing overtime for the past few days. How are the two of you doing? Things been great. In fact, after 10 years together, we're finally moving in together next month. Wow, congrats. But I thought Lua lived with her flatmate. We're moving to a new place. She got promoted recently, and her company's providing her with an apartment. Wow, she must be a really big deal in her office. Well, she definitely earns more than me. That's not saying much, Baileys. You shouldn't say that to a fellow freelancer. Oh, here she comes. Baileys, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to take so long. I thought it would be done by... Honey, it's all right. Freya and Lucy have been keeping me company anyway. Oh, hey, Freya. And Lucy. Sorry for barging in without saying hi. How's it going? I would say things are great, but not as great as you two lovebirds. You've told her already? Only about the moving in part. As you've heard, we're going to move in together next month. Where is it? Not far. I mean, the company provided the place, so they want to cut my commuting costs as much as possible. That's thoughtful of them. It means they don't need to reimburse my taxi fees when I'm working overtime. Oh, yeah, that too. It also means we get to visit this place more often. That's a good point. We owe this coffee shop a lot anyway. Don't mention it. I have a question for both of you. Go on. The last time we met, I believe you were going to introduce Baileys to your parents. How did it go? Man, our father didn't kill me at least. Well, at least Papa let you eat lunch with us. That's rare, you know. I know. And at least they didn't say no. Which means a lot, I guess. It was a good start. It was definitely a good start. Anyway, Bailey, we need to go now, or we'll miss the intro again. You folks going somewhere? Yes, we're going to watch the midnight screening of Full Metal Conflict. Wait, that was a movie? I thought Myrtle was working on a game. Well, I guess it could be a movie adaptation of the game series. She did say it was the latest Full Metal Conflict she's working on. It didn't take you... I didn't take you for someone who likes FMC, Lua. I don't, but this guy loves it. Hey, you always enjoyed watching me playing the game. I enjoyed watching you, not the game. Too bad I didn't introduce you to Myrtle just now, Bailey's. She worked on the game. Really? Oh, well, I'll be visiting this place more often. I'll probably meet her again one of these days. You probably will. Now go, you lovebirds. You don't want to miss the movie. All right. Catch up with you later, Freya. Bye, Lucy. Enjoy the movie. And there they go. And here I go with more sippers. I'm so happy for them. They've still got a long way to go. And probably a lot of obstacles in their path. But they're moving forward. Yes. How will you write their story? As it is. It's beautiful enough. And it has enough drama. That's one way to put it. Anyway, what's that look for? You haven't told me about any of our other friends here. How are they doing? You only skipped coming for 10 days. What do you expect? Come on, they played an important part in my writing process, remember? Well, there are some updates about the regulars. Tell me! Where should we start? Oh. Flashback? Oh no, slideshow. Okay, so this is how they're doing the prologue stuff. Lou visits his place more often now that they live nearby. Last time they came, they were talking about catering and something I missed. Hyde returned from his trip to Korea and brought gifts. Some are more special than others. Oh! He said he's considering moving back to Seattle if his agency allows it. Ha! The other pairing I was hoping on. Aqua continues her work with the university. She's still working on a small indie game. Difference is, she's not alone now. Neil. Hang in there, baby. The only news about them are the 2 postcards they sent me. So, we have only got, 2 or 3 drink chances with them. Rachel's back at the recording studio preparing for her first solo album. She found a new manager, someone who made the news as a legend, coming back to the industry. Her dad. Finally, Freya. She finished her book, gets published, and has some signing sessions. Sadly, the books didn't sell well. She still visits regularly now that she's a freelance writer, and something I missed. It's a nice story. Let's see. We're probably not going to take up the entire final hour, but what we can do, I believe there's a free mode where we can just mix drinks however we like. Oh! Ooh. There is still more. Okay. So, is this Hyde? No. No, because he's got, pale skin from being a vampire. Wait, is this Neil? Because technically we've never seen Neil. Welcome. What voice haven't I done for a guy that isn't just me? I don't want to do another little fuckboy type of voice. And I don't want to go full caps yelling all the time. But maybe a little audible wiggle to it. Hello, Lucy. Good evening, sir. Have we met before? I'm sure this is your first time here. Of course, I've been here. In fact, I've worked here before. It is Neil. Oh, I figure out what I'm doing from the voice so far. It's a bad impression of one of the Beatles. What? Wait. No way. Is that really you? It's been a while. You've changed a bit too much. I've learned a lot about how to live with your people since then. I assume it was a success then? Multiple successes. What's with the new look then? Just trying to blend in. Seems like an earthling immigration agency is after me. Now that you mention it, somebody did visit this place looking for you. When was it? Not so long after your second visit here? Also a bald guy in a suit? Yes. That FIRE agent. You've seen him? Yes. Thankfully, I've changed my appearance since then. By the way, you can drop the act in front of me. Are we finding out more about who we are? So, you finally noticed. To think that such power can be born from our kind. You're good with your act, though. It took a few tries. But there are some timelines where or I forget to pretend that I don't have some knowledge of certain stuff. Interesting. Now I'm curious to know about these mistakes. Well, it happened a few times. First, when Frey told me about her meeting in the elevator. Then it was the first time Rachel visited this place. Last one involved you on your second visit. Huh? Oh, there's another one right after Freya got her draft approved. Can you show it to me? Assuming you know how I communicate with my kind. Never tried it, but let's see. Begin the main story of the game, you haven't seen anything yet. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna open Twitch and see the description for those particular achievements I just got. And, where's... There it is, Kavdak. Is that it? Play story mode to conclusion once. Okay, so that's not even 40% of people have gotten that. That's a lot of people gave up. Help Neil help you. Interstellar support. Alright. Oh, wait a second. Oh, he just told us where we messed up. And the only one I remember is after Freya got a draft approved or something. Oh, well. But let's see. Is it here? No, not here. There's supposed to be a testing mode where I can just mix a bunch of drinks. Ah, okay. Here's free brew. Let's see what random stuff we can make here. Let's see. What have we got, like, nothing of? Oh, we got nothing in the milk products. Let's experiment with that for a bit. Anyone have fun ideas for mixed drinks here? I'm going to do... Let's see. Milk ginger mint. I'm hoping... Oh, what's sweet. We can just do a milk and mint after this. Let's do a quick check. Does that get added? Ah, damn it. I was really hoping it would be added to our stuff here. Okay, we'll just do milk and mint. Oh, we unfortunately can only do 2 of mint. But, yeah, we'll start with the double mint. Then we'll come back and do a single mint, see if that's different. Okay, just mint milk. Yep. Two milk and a single mint. Will that be the same? Oh, the Mackie killer. Gonna have to scuttle soon. No worries. I mean, we're past all the story stuff at least. So this is awful. Oh yeah, that would indeed be a Max Sting killer. What else can we do that would probably be absolutely horrendous? Let's see. Green tea with milk and mint. I can't imagine this being great, but there's probably a name for it anyway. The milky mint green tea. Not super creative, but I get it. Okay, powder, ginger. Can I do another powder like that? Chocolate, ginger, chocolate. What does this do? Because apparently the order of ingredients can matter. Just ginger, chocolate. Ah. And still no recipes, huh? Damn. That's a bust. I was really hoping I could just make more custom recipes through this free mode, but apparently the game is not nice. Let's see. What was one of the things we got? Yeah, I think there was something that was like a coffee, a ginger, a honey, and then also an egg that we got in the story mode. Ginger, honey, coffee? No, that wasn't it. Maybe it was a tea. Oh, wait, no. What do we got? Ginger honey green tea? Nope. Maybe regular tea? I know it was supposed to be from, like, India or something like that. Ginger honey tea? Nope. That's the same thing I just made, but regular tea instead of honey. Sorry, instead of green tea. Ow. Ooh. Chocolate, mint, lemon. What monstrosity is going to come from this? God, who puts lemon in chocolate? Ugh. That has to be just generic flavor there. Okay. What if we do ginger and lemon? Nope. Shit. Hit the wrong thing. You would put lemon in hot chocolate? I don't believe you. Well, I wouldn't believe that you do that regularly. I might believe you would do it once, just to try it. Ooh. What about milk with lemon? We're going to mix a base with a liquid. What comes of it? Oh, it's going to make us add something else? Double lemon. Fuck it. Lemon hot chocolate sounds interesting. I mean, it sounds interesting. It just doesn't sound intuitive, you know? Like lemon milk. This has got to be just generic drink combination rather than official recipe. But I'm going to serve it anyway. Let's see. Hot chocolate and cayenne is amazing. Oh yeah, but it's like spicy mixed with chocolate is something that's been done since chocolate was made into a drink, to be honest. It's like, it's fine, I get that. But it's like lemon? Sour? You know, people make lemonade and they typically add a bunch of sugar so it's not as sour. But this is just chocolate powder. Let's see. Is there a combo we haven't done with this? Honey cinnamon? What's this do? Yeah, lemonade with chocolate sounds absolutely awful. Yeah, that's why I thought lemon and chocolate would not be. Cinnamon honey chocolate? Eh. Alright. Oh, it looks super unique. Yeah, thank you. What stuff do we not have a lot of? There's not a lot of official green tea stuff. Double milk, double mint, lemon and honey. Nothing with ginger that I'm seeing. Okay. Green tea, ginger, cinnamon. Ratio makes all the difference, you think? Leaning into flavor instead of the sweet? No, I can see that. The Grinch. Oh, I've made this before. Right. It's the Grinch because it's got the cinnamon in it. Candied lemon peel is good. Heard of lemon chocolate tarts? Yeah. And there's also the, I don't know why I think Christmassy. Maybe it's because I usually got it for Christmas. But those chocolate oranges, where it's like infused in it. Actually, no, that's probably an actual thing. Yeah. Green tea, mint, and ginger. Actually, hate chocolate oranges? Yeah. Well, yeah, I was only comparing it because it's like, that's pretty good. And oranges are also an acidic drink. So maybe, you know, a chocolate lemon in the style of that would be fine. But yeah, that looks to not be anything. Green tea, mint, sorry, lemon and ginger. What's this? Just floating like that. And we putting lemon juice and hot cocoa sounds good. I could see maybe fresh lemon being better than the lemon juice concentrate, whatever it's called. Actually, wait a second. I need to remake the Grinch. What was it? Ginger and cinnamon? Because I had a thought for the thumbnail. Yes. Screenshot here. I'll be able to bring the whole arm into the thumbnail. Alright, what's the response to the Grinch? Freya? Who drinks the maestro? Count me in? Ah, I was hoping for something fun. Oh, the Grinch did come in here. Okay. Let's see. Did I do this? Chocolate milk lemon? Yep, just milk lemon chocolate, just unappetizing lemon slice floating in it. Wait, I can do latte art with it? Sure. How well can I recreate a lemon? Let me get the... Yep, that's control for doing this. Trying to get the look of a lemon wedge. It's not coming out pretty well. Let's bring it lower in. I see. Okay. I need to... There you go. Start up here. Then we have to go around for a second layer from the center. Then I'll go through with the etcher thing and try to make it look better. Alright. God, this feels like the largest the etch stick has been. It's becoming more of a, I don't know, a squid-faced eldritch monstrosity. Oh well. Okay, now... Should those spell things... Sorry, not spelljammer things. Cuttlefish, that's it. There we go. Tentacles kind of poking out. And can we get an eye here? Somehow doing worse and worse. That's vaguely eye-shaped. That look increasingly like common depictions of Azathoth. Called cuttlefish because they're cute and you want to cuddle them. Nautilus, that's it, thank you. I knew cuttlefish wasn't correct, but I have a stuffed animal I got at a craft fair that they called a cuttlefish because the fabric they use is all like X's and O's and hearts, like a Valentine's pattern. But it was very cute, despite being, you know, a nautilus. Serve it up. Ready to taste. No, nothing fun there. It'd be nice if I could mix these, though, like a coffee and a tea, but alas. What do we not have for coffee? Milk. Double milk. We have double coffee with milk, triple coffee, ginger and cinnamon. Coffee, ginger, and milk, so that's out. Double coffee, ginger. I'm pretty sure we've done double coffee, cinnamon. How about double coffee, honey? Just honey coffee? Honey... No, we did that earlier. What could be just absolutely nasty? That's a lot bitter. A little bit of everything. There we go. 3, 4, 4, 6. Coffee, mint, honey. Windows games run on Linux is annoying. Yeah, I have heard that. Ooh, black magic. That's a new drink. Alright. New drink unlocked. Cool. Oh, that's a bit meta there, Freya. Okay, it's nice that we got something new. So for games you want to play, crash while loading the titles. Ooh. Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, I think from here, go to the main menu, and let's look through the extras, because we apparently got a bunch of stuff. Start with the gallery, just all the images we get. So we have the Seattle skyline, the opening thing that showed all different fantasy races, though I remember there being a minor animation of this one like slowly going across the back of the screen. Okay. Bar table. Oh, a sight of the nightlife. Oh, that's a backpack. Okay. This could be a reasonable approximation of Hendry if he had a white mustache. That's nice. It's cute. We have Aqua up at a podium from, I think, one of her early Tomada Chill pictures. And the second one we get... Oh, she has tentacle? I guess I just assumed she was mermaid and not tentacle-legged. Okay. This was probably Freya's first image in Tomada Chill. Yep, this is the one she ended with. Gala, Hendry, Hyde, which never got another one like Georgie. Oh, this is the first one we had for Lua. Started out. This was the one she ended on. Okay, here we go. This was the only image we had for Neil because they didn't have a profile. Let's see. Oh, this is the early one for Rachel. Before we found out that she had left her, I guess this was her girl group. And I like that they actually took some care with the silhouettes. We got some pointy ears like orcs, we got some horns. We also have generic people in ball caps, but also a wizard-like hat here. Oh, hey, and here's some, Nekomimi. That's it, Nekomimis. Oh, yeah. Stylish, everyday tomboyish. She had the most images, huh? Okay, here we have the post-credit stuff. Ooh, so yeah, we could have done better with Freya's. We got theirs. So the only one we didn't finish perfectly was Freya, which, from what I recall in the final bit, she was the common thread between all the 3 events that we screwed something up on. Okay, we've got Lua. I guess these are like promotional art stuff or design examples. Oh, that's cute. Oh, might be a bit much. I know she's succubus, but this is still Twitch. Let's see. Oh, this is a nice, very artistic rendition with the horn details. Because these look more like a... not like a tattoo. Like an engraving. Yeah. Oh, we have alternative Freya. This makes it look like she's studying, like a college student. Oh. Little animated one for Lua. Cute. Oh. Yeah, a lot of Lua. It's like we're halfway through, and I know there's a good chunk of, like, everyone's profile images that change, but man. Oh man, early Rachel was very more pop idol looking, with the purple dyed hair and the tail. Still had the red hat, though. Yeah, she's the only one shown on here that changed a lot. Like, Neil's more or less the same. It's like Georgie, better portion of the head, but this is also like sketch level. So I could understand that changing. Oh, Aqua, actually. Now that I think about it, she looks a lot more confident than she was. God, this is the face like his. Just like full face in the camera. It's like, yes, feel uncomfortable as I gaze directly into your eyes. Oh, and here we have the final versions, the full lineup. Let's see, Olympus Money, Project Moon logo. Oh shit, I just realized. I should close that Tiltify thing because it officially closed yesterday. Oh, no one noticed that during the entire stream. But anyway, the lineup. Yeah, it's nice. Everyone just kind of like chilling at the counter. Yeah, no, this Aqua would have been less fun. Her being shy was a very nice aspect of her character. Oof. God, this would have made me just lean into the fuckboy type of accent I gave him. Just a little bit of confidence in the wrong things. Ooh, alternative for Myrtle Jawline. I actually kind of like this. For not being, like, feminine but also orc, but it's like this orc rather than pronouncedly feminine. That's nice. Oh god. Final Freya, or at least a lot more shading, and then this version of Rachel. Oh, man. The things that could have been. Right, and here we have all the poses. Perfect inspiration for anyone doing a PNG tuber type deal. How to give it some variety when you are limited to 4 frames. Oh, hey, all these artistic stuff. Oh, this was another, I think this was another profile image for her. Gala. Oh. This looks like a motorcycle dude. Actually, a lot of these do. Just like the flared collars. Ooh. Glad they did not go this route for him. A bit more rough and tumble than a medical professional would have been. Okay, the hide, who unfortunately was in less often than I hoped. Oh god. the two little hairstyles. Oh man. Oh, I am glad they didn't go with the childlike design, because ageless. That would have felt a little weird. God, just the energy is very different. Okay, some Georgie. Nope, no more Georgie stuff. Oh, that's a nice artistic silhouette. Not silhouette, profile. That's the term. One eye, one ear, yeah. I'm getting some more myrtles. Ooh, this makes her look more like a teen, less than a actual professional in the industry. I don't know why. Maybe because of the straight edge here? Into a side cut? Oh yes, all the... Well, I'll give it to him. These are definitely a lot more idol-coded than freaking high schooler age with a varsity jacket. Let's see. Yeah, I think varsity jacket is a better look. It's like these scream to me like cosplayer with money. It would not make me think child. Well, except maybe this one. This one kind of looks like Japanese school uniform inspired. But yeah. This was a nice touch of like everyone just on site going, it's like, nah, you're not an adult. You're a teenager who likes to think of themselves as an adult. Lua, oh hey. The one werewolf scene, I can't even read that number. Where are we at? Ah, okay, last few. So the only image I'm missing might be the other happier ending for Freya we missed out on. Oh boy. This is definitely more average, maybe kind of a goofy guy look here. Certainly less college fuckboy type. This Freya, maybe? A lot more... I want to say humble. This looks borderline like a homeless chic. Like, not that she is homeless, but like simple enough. I could have mixed her up. Oh, another background take. Ah, the evolution of the bar. So we start here. Only seats back. Oh, I can't do the arrows for this. Can I do QE? I can't. So Brazen, welcome, welcome. This is the doctor today. Nurse took 2 blood samples first. The doctor decided they needed 3 more after the consult. Oof. Double tapped. That sounds uncomfortable. I'm not sure how comfortable you are with needles. I know I'm not big on them. But if the doctor took 2 blood samples, I'm like, oh good. I'm safe for a little bit. Then later came back and was like, no, we need another 3. It's like, fuck you. Hey, Brazen, welcome, welcome. You unfortunately missed the end of the story mode. We were kind of going through all the extras, artwork, the concept stuff, which is kind of cool right now. I apparently got a happy ending for everyone except Freya. Because the only image for the like post credits, here's what everyone's doing now. I only got the first image for her, but everyone else got both these, like the base image and because it's the happy ending, this happened too. Fortunately, you're a phlebotomist stream. Elbow veins, a large, easy stick. Your actions deep and ow. Still nuisance on the second post? Yeah, no, for sure. No, there's like something about me. I think my imagination's too good. Because I think that I'm feeling the needle underneath my skin, which is weird because that's not how the nerve endings work. So yeah, it's probably just me. Well, evolution of the cafes like this is actually, I kind of like it. I've seen cafes like this, but no visible seats up here. Definitely a different vibe than the actual game, where people can just like pop a squat right at the counter. And then this looks too modern. I think them hiding it was a good call. Yeah, not having the espresso machine visible is also another good call. Glad they did away with that. Might be the needle you think you feel. Might be the weirdness of the blood flow being diverted. I think it's more psychosomatic, yeah. It's just like I expect to feel it, which is probably also making it feel worse than whatever reality it is. But it's like you can't just tell your brain not to like imagine the thing that's not there. It's not how the brain works. I wish it was that easy. Yeah, those are the cute endings. Let's see, can we get to the ending stuff so you can see them? Okay. So yeah, we managed to get happy endings for most people. Aqua, shy, reserved she is, and not outright said, but very much hinted at, actually it was one of the recent articles, I think. Where was it? Gosh, she was all the way at the beginning, okay. But yeah, they did some photo booth pictures. It was cute. It's like, yeah, they are all but outright said to be together, which is adorable. They're working together in their indie game market. Freya's did not sell a lot of books, but that's fine. I'll do another one offline because it's the only one ending I missed. These wonderful guys who've known each other for, well, not hundreds of years yet. This was set in 2000. What was it, about like 70 or 80 years, I think? Comes back from Korea, that was it, Korea, with some ginger to help our werewolf friend with his fury. And also a couple toys. We're getting a story here for Brazen. When got circumcised, the anesthesiologist couldn't find a good vein on your forearm. Told her to use the elbow vein. She asked if I wasn't worried about being on Trump, and I pointed out I had no plans to be conscious for the foreseeable future. I mean, That's a good point. Like, honestly, even if it was, like, an opt-in thing, I don't think I'd want to be conscious, even if they had, like, fully numbed my bits for that. I think knowing that I was conscious for procedure would be horrifying enough. Especially if some jackass is the, kind of humor to go, it's like, oh no! Right before I go under. It's like, nah. I'd rather not. But yeah, we got Lua, the businesswoman, the kind of Romeo Juliet. Oh, my succubus family and your elf family, they are politically at odds. They worked out. They sorted out their emotions together like adults, and it worked out for them. Neil was Neil. Though we are later told that he succeeded in his breeding plans out in New York. Well, you're out cold before you could even finish the litany against fear. Yeah, that's always good. So there are stories of people who joke with the anesthesiologists, like, how long until I'm under? 10 seconds. If you count from 1 to 10 for me, it's like, I'll get even higher than that. Just wasting time saying that they're just gonna last longest fully awake. 3, and then I woke up. Let's see, Rachel, our cat girl musical artist, made up with her dad, who is her new manager. Very cute ending, and that was all the endings we got. Are there any other extras we can get to? Achievements. Oh my goodness. Achievement, spend a total of 1 hour making latte art. Ugh, that's an off-stream thing. Like, honestly, I've seen some of the latte art people have made in this game, and I'm baffled that they somehow succeed. I don't get it. Let's see. These are 10 correct drinks in a single session of challenge mode. We're not doing that. Trash total of 25. So I have to use up all of them for the first 5 nights. That'd be an easy get. 25 correct drinks in a single session of challenge mode. Yeah, it's... Yeah, the latte art interface is clunky. It's also not very intuitive. I had to look up, because apparently you can use Q and E to rotate the cup. I didn't know that until I looked up. It's like, okay, how are people making this art? It gave me a feature that the game never told me about. It's like, oof. What other commands are not being shared? Social media feature and famous. Unlock all of the characters' social media profile. The only one I didn't get was Neil. That's bullshit. How do I get Neil's? Every time he got a drink, he said, "Give me whatever." Okay, barista crew. More for the challenge mode. Our connoisseur. That's only done with all the endings. Wow, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's just achieve everything achievement. And this must be tied to the Freya ending I did not get. Well, the game was fun. In truth, I didn't think I would make it the full 3 hours for this game, but I'm glad it took around 2. So we could spend 30 minutes just going through the galleries. Yeah, sorry we could not chill a little longer, Brazen, having come in at the end, like even after the prologue stuff, but it was nice having you. I definitely recommend going back and watching the VOD if you'd like, because we veered into some ACAB side discussions, as well as talking about the current and recent market of tabletop games and role-playing stuff. It took a sizable chunk of time, but that was fun. But for the moment, let's go to the BRB screen and find someone to raid into. Alright, where we got? Here's the window. To the wall. Anyway. I'm pretty sure Brock is already long done with the Transformers RPG. Yeah. Let's he's doing more vintage story, and I think there's talk on his server of there being some war in the RP of the server. I'm not sure if I want to go to that. Well, actually, I don't think I've gone to Miss Remy in a while. What's she up to? The just chatting screen. What's the title? Am I in your top 5 or not? Cake Dragon VTuber? No, war as in like military combat. That there is not a vintage story RP server out there centered on war. Honestly, I don't want to make assumptions that there isn't, because I've seen what people have done to Minecraft and some of the mods on there. Oof. But darn, you say. What is... Sorry, I'm stuck in an ad for Miss Remy's, but there is quite the visual. It looks like she has multiple models all up at the same time to just the same tracking movement, and it's a little eerie. One is dragon in a stocking? Huh. I think she's just kind of messing around with models things. Probably not the best one to rate into. So how about instead... Wait. Okay, sorry. Browser went a little weird. Why don't we go over to Athena Atlas? She's always good peeps. She's what is this, retro game? Kingdom of the Night? Kind of... I mean, it could be modern, because it is pixel art. But yeah, we'll go over to Athena. Thank you, random motorcyclist outside. But as always, wonderful tome readers, if you guys are eating enough, drinking enough, getting enough sleep, take care of your bodies, so your bodies take care of you. And as every winter I say, make sure you're drinking enough water, because good lord, being in the winter, it's a lot harder to track how hydrated you are. Because at least in the summer you know when you're like sweating it out. But the dry cold air can really suck the hydration out of you as well. It's not quite as noticeable. But yeah, I hope some of you are interested in coming in tomorrow when I'm going to do another hand cam fucking motorcyclist again. Hand cam stream for a gingerbread decorating kit bashing thing. I got 2 gingerbread kits. One that is 2 small houses. The other is a train. And I'm going to just combine them into something. I don't know. And I'm looking forward to it. See you guys around.